Girl, you better grow.
Oh,
Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in to One Man Wednesday, where women of excellence meet in all needs. And today we have a special guest. Would you like to?
Hi, my name is Antoinette McCullen. I live in Vanceboro, North Carolina. I am a mother of one child, a son, Malik McCullen. I am the unit director at Bojangles in Vanceboro, North Carolina.
Yes. And today we're going to talk about being delivered from different situations and stuff in our lives. Would you like to elaborate on that?
Um, Being delivered from certain situations.
Yes.
Um, with being delivered, some people think it comes overnight, but actually deliverance is a process that we have to go through. And also, in doing that deliverance, we have to trust God and believe in God that it is so and it will be.
Yes. Yes. And far as being delivered, um, would you like to explain to us what you have been delivered from?
I have been delivered from the spirit of homosexuality, of lesbianism,
Mm-hmm.
for about 7 years of my life. I lived that lifestyle, and I became weary and tired of that lifestyle. And I prayed to God and asked God one night. Just I fell on my knees and lifted my hands up and said, "God, take it away from me because I don't want to live this way anymore."
Absolutely.
And whenever that next day I woke up, my pillow was soaking wet from the tears that I cried because I really desired that in my heart to be delivered. And once I got up the next day, I just felt free and free from that spirit that kept holding me down, which is an abomination to God.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, if you don't mind me asking, do you know around what time frame, around what age that you felt that way?
I would say around 24 years of age that I allowed that spirit to take over me. Um, it was a curiosity kills the cat thing,
Mm-hmm.
and because I seen other people do it, and my best friend was doing it, I said, well, why not try it? And I tried it, and I kept telling myself it's just a phase that I'm going through. And I told the Lord I can stop when I get ready, but actually.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a phase because whenever you're sinning and you continue to sin and sin and sin, that same thing, the sin takes over you and not you over the sin. So eventually that sin took over me, and I was in that lifestyle for about 7 years of my life.
Wow, wow. And the crazy thing is, we have our children going through that,
Hmm.
and they don't know how to talk about it. And some of them they get hurt up real bad. They're bullied about
Yes.
it, and they really don't have anyone to come to them and say, "Hey, you can be delivered from this."
Hmm.
So, um, so your turning point was when you were saying, "I'm just tired of this lifestyle."
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes. I was fed up, and also with my son. I eventually told him about it, and he was heartbroken. He was sad. He kept saying, "Mama, why?" He said, "People when I go to school, the children gonna pick on me and
Mm-hmm.
say, well, your mother's dating another woman, and stuff like that." And that's one of the things that also like hit my heart as well because that's my seed and that's who
Mm-hmm.
God has blessed me with. And when he said what he said, even though I tried to stop it by myself, I couldn't because I didn't have God in my life like I was supposed to, and I wasn't. It was in my heart to really quit and stop and pray to God for it to be delivered from that spirit.
Well, we thank God that you have been delivered from it. And
Yes.
just to let you guys know, it can happen. You can be delivered from it. And we know that it's a spirit, that we're dealing with. And a lot of times we think we can do stuff on our own. We can't. We need God and we need our prayer warriors to just, embrace our people and to let them know you can be delivered from this
Yes.
without being without judging.
Yes.
you know. So, and it's very important because, like I said, our kids are facing this every day. Most of them taking their lives over it every day.
Yes.
So we have to let them know you don't have to be like this always.
Hmm. That's it. And like you said, a lot of kids are taking their lives because they don't feel accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we'll do things so we can be accepted. The Lord had gave me a couple of months ago. I spoke on at a youth conference, and he gave me the topic, sin to fit in. A lot of kids are sin to fit in because they feel like they're left out. They feel like they're not loved. But whenever the enemy comes along and gives them that love, and it's a certain way, and it's then with sin, it can be drinking, smoking, having sex. It could be anything. But whenever the enemy comes in and shows them that they're loved through the sin, that's when they start sinning and sinning more. And sometimes the kids don't have the understanding what sin really is and how it can affect and how it can come in and take over.
That is so important that you say that, because where sometimes, when people feel like, well, hey, I'm going to go to church, I'm going to tell them what's going on. And I'm not saying all churches, you guys, I'm just saying some churches, they will judge you, push you under the rug and say you're not welcome here. But that's what makes it so easy for them to stay in the sin that they're in. But when we have people that loves them, that show them love, to say, hey, we can bring you out of this. Give me a chance to help you.
Yes.
They will see a lot of that starting to break down.
Oh, yeah, they will. They will. And that's kind of like what happened with me as well, but the situation that I was in, like I said, it took over me and it took over my mindset. It came to the point to where I wouldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and all that. But it was just God let me know that I'm trying to set you free. I'm trying to, break you free of this thing. So just give it to me. Give me your heart, and I can do it. And once I finally really realized that God is trying to help me and not hinder me, that's when I fell on my knees and lifted my hands up to the Lord and said, God, take it away from me. And like I said, that next morning when I woke up and the Lord told me, I had called the young lady that I was dealing with at the time, that I'm switching over. I'm giving my life back to God, and I can't live this lifestyle anymore. She said, well, I'm not going to step between you and God. But if I would have did it through self like I did before, she told me, I'll kill you if you leave me. Wow. But I knew it was God at this point in time. Whenever she said, I'm not going to come between you and what God is doing, I knew it was God. I knew that I was set free from that sin.
So it was ordained to happen.
Yes.
Won't he do it, girl?
Yes, he will.
I'm glad that you are delivered, and I'm glad that that you were able to tell that testimony. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
And again, you guys, this is Minister Antoinette McCullen, and we thank you so much for watching. And until next time, Queens, we fix crowns, we don't tilt them.
That's it.
Have a nice day. Love you guys. You are invited to our free event. You don't even know me. Please allow me to reintroduce myself. Saturday, June the 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Shepherd's Memorial Library, Meeting Room A. Seats are limited. Please register. Hope to see you there.